Nick Bollock here, and I'm going to show you this time how to take care of those fabulous feet of yours. They are the foundation of the health of the body. And here's a lovely exercise I actually learned from an osteopath years ago. So you just need to be sitting in whatever is comfortable so you can get a hold of that foot in some sort of position. So make it as comfortable as you can. And switch a little bit there. So you're going to want to be able to take your hand and get those fingers in between your toes. It's not as easy as it sounds. So probably need to use your other hand. And so get those fingers in between your toes. If it's uncomfortable, it means you need to do it. So get those fingers in between your toes, and then you're gonna flex and point the foot. So flex, pull the toes towards the leg, and then point the toes. Each time you should be squeezing those fingers with the toes. It just happens naturally with the movement. And so there's 3 movements to do on each foot. Make a huge difference in the health of the feet, which then in turn improves the health of the entire body. I should talk a little bit more about it in my blog, about the feet. Check it out. So the next movement is circling. You can use your hand to help create the movement. So generally fairly slow, but as big a circle as you can make it. And if you have any ankle stability issues or stuff going on, just go slow and just find that range of motion that works for you. Good. Actually, if you have a hot tub, I highly recommend doing this in the hot tub. And you can switch directions, so go both ways. Good. A little attention in the feet goes a long way for alignment and ease in the rest of the body. And one last movement, it's a twisting or a torquing. You can use your other hand to help. So you get a hold of that foot and it's a twist, okay? Both ways. So just adjust your hands as needed so you can get that torquing. Of course, if you find a spot that's really tender, go ahead and give it a little massage. But trust what you feel and respond to it. And so like that twisting and torquing, invite that pliability back in the foot. That will then refer all the way up the rest of the body. And you can, of course, spend a little longer, but just this bit can make a huge difference. And so you can release those fingers and give those feet a little movement. And you feel the difference between the two. And then you got to give the other one some attention as well. So get that foot up to where you can get a hold of it, just adjust. And you know, one hip might be crankier than the other, so figure out what works for you. Get that hand at the bottom of the foot and maneuver those fingers in between your toes. And use your other hand to help and wiggle, wiggle, readjust. Good. It's okay to curse. Realize the tenderness that might be there. Then you invite that flexing and pointing. So it's the movement of the foot here. So pull the toes towards the leg, point the toes downward. And there's so many different traditions that talk about the importance of the feet. I mean, with reflexology alone, I will tell you what's going on in those toes a little bit, particularly referring to the upper body through the toes. We have energy meridians, and so acupuncture, acupressure, there's all kinds of traditions out there that tell you about the importance of the feet. So now circle. So go slow and make as big a circle as you can using the hand to create the movement. And if you have a bit of a tender ankle like I do on this side, if you're getting any catching that's really uncomfortable, you can just kind of support that ankle and you might press into the place that you're feeling that catch. Good, and that should help stabilize it and release it, actually. And then switch directions. One direction you might find something different. So you might adjust where you're pressing if your ankle invites you to. Listen to it. And body speaks in sensation. And when those feet are more pliable, the knees are freer, and it goes all right up into the pelvis, particularly into the pelvis, low back, hips. And so now that twisting, just use that other hand and invite that twist or torque. And you can always press and massage into any tender spots you find. And I tell you about a few other ways to take care of the feet. And therefore the rest of your being in my writing. So check it out. Take a few moments and take care of your feet. And you'll feel so much better. Those poor feet carry you every day, all day. Give them a little attention, give them a little love, and you'll reap the benefits.